And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. The activity. And before we...
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for Brooklyn, Irving is out there with Brown. And it's Durant. Then there's Harris. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And the shot is good. Claxton's got the first points up on the board for Brooklyn.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here is Holiday, and he makes good on the layup. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Claxton, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. That one goes. Count it.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
And here is Irving. Outside Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, his game offensively is fully developed. Durant has no holes in his offensive game. Comfortable from any place on the floor.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Now, here is Irving. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Only one miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling it.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Holiday against Irving. Holiday attacking.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Holiday against Irving. Outside Durant. From 7. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Nice defense from KD. The Nets with the lead. In the corner, Irving with it. 1:32 left here in the first quarter. And the rejection by Giannis. Here's DiVincenzo. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Forbes can't get it to go. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. The Nets working the ball around now. There's the pass to Jordan. And then Jordan slams it in.
Boy, DeAndre Jordan still able to throw down these fantastic dunks. And he loves when he gets a chance to do so.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He has 5. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Harris. And that one's good from Connaughton.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And it goes down 2 points.
And one of the things about Harden is he is incredible at scoring despite getting hit. I mean, astonishing to me how he maintains his focus on these shots.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Tucker the pass to Nwora. Shot clock at 5. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Al Harden. Oh, Griffin in position, and he lays in the alley-oop.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target. Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Nets lead by 4. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports.
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And, Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Green is out there with Griffin. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Brown. And it's Harden in at the point guard. So that's the Nets 5. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Here's Harden. Here's Jordan. And the layup is good.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
To the paint. To the middle. Griffin on the double team. And Tucker kicks to Middleton. Here's Connaughton. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists now in this one.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Yes, that goes in. Jordan's got 6.
Jordan really relishes playing through contact and converting, showing you just how strong he is and a good level of concentration, too.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And Tucker kicks to Connaughton. Here's Forbes. And Jordan sends it back.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
Harden with it. And the jam by Harden. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. huge number this early.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Brown. Middleton against Green. Middleton can't get it to go. The Nets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Brown. And Irving subbed in for James. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got his second basket.
Outstanding body control there by Kyrie. I mean, he continues to score on tough defense, and it never fails to amaze me how he's able to do that so often.
Giannis inside. Defended by Durant. Good on the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 1 now for the Bucks. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 4 assists in the game.
He's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Irving. Knocked loose. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
To the inside. Here's Claxton. No good that time. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Down low. Here's Durant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Brook Lopez.
Yeah, you look at Durant's numbers, 50, 40, 90. He's made that club multiple times. One of the few players to accomplish that. And he seems to threaten those numbers virtually every year.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Connaughton. And that's it for the first half of action. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that's a
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. Out to KD. Shoots the 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Middleton on the wing, guarded by Harris. The kick out to Holiday. And the dunk by Giannis.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Right side, Kevin Durant. Over on Antetokounmpo. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Holiday surveying the floor. Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range. Holiday's got 10 points.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Here's Irving. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
I got a question for you. How do you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick and his ball handling is so good. Absolutely, virtually impossible. This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Harris finds Brown. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. No good from the wing. Milwaukee leading by 5. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Here's KD. He has 6. Fires top of the key. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Super quick in transition. The Greek Freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
The Nets have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Outside Irving. Durant wide open. He fires. And the Nets miss again.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Here's Holiday. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And they go to the intentional foul. Jeff Green is checked in for the Nets. Harden comes in for Kyrie Irving. Harden surveying the D. Harden draws the double, passes it to Green, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Griffin's checked in. Guarded by Harden. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Portis has got the lead up to 13 now for the Bucks.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Here's Harden. The short one's on the money. Harden's got 8 points.
So fun watching Harden operate inside near the rim. I mean, his confidence level is high, and he does a really good job getting ideal position.
And Forbes has it in the corner. His 3-pointers off the mark. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 11. Bucks have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Tucker the pass to Nwora. Launches it. Rebound, Brooklyn. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Here is Forbes. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Fires the 3. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Harden. 9-point game. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. We've got Brown. Joe Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. And it's Griffin in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And, you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And, you know, Harden's exceptional at getting out on the break in transition. I mean, running exactly the right path and getting it done.
Connaughton kicks to DiVincenzo. A three-pointer, no good. Nets trail by 5. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. The Bucks also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Drew Holiday in for Pat Connaughton. Here's Middleton. The putback. And Antetokounmpo on the follow. And the Bucks lead by 5.
You know, Antetokounmpo, for all of his skills and talent, he's a worker. This guy likes to grind and takes a lot of pride in outworking people on the board.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
And amidst the tall timber, he's right at home. Extremely comfortable. Lopez getting it done.
Irving with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And that one, good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And the Bucks making a change here. Forbes checked in. And Antetokounmpo inside. He's against Green. That one touched the backboard first, and it's ruled a goaltend. Count it.
And since halftime, it's been much more of a struggle for them to score inside. The D has been a bit quicker to collapse when they get it down low.
Now, here is Irving. The kick out to Brown. Back to Irving. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The first free throw is good.
Hey, if you had a list of the most athletic players in the NBA and did a roll call, it would be not long before you got to Antetokounmpo. The Greek freak is the real deal.
Durant's checked in for the Nets. Irving passes to Claxton. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 7-point differential. Outside Durant. Fires for 3. The shot comes out. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Pass to Giannis. Giannis is double. Back to Middleton. From deep three-point range. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Here's Forbes. Knocks down the three ball. Forbes has got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, that's really the biggest reason Forbes is out there, guys. Find space on the perimeter and knock down the three-point shot.
To stop the run. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
A quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
And Holiday kicks to Forbes. Harris on the double team. Back to Holiday. The Bucks working the ball around. Giannis with it. Harris is there. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Giannis. And the Bucks lead by 10.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Bucks.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. He's no stranger to the moment. Actually, this guy relishes the moment.
Middleton can't get it to go. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. From downtown, KD's shot is off. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Milwaukee the rebound. And here is KD. From deep, missed.
Antetokounmpo is clearly a freak of an athlete.
All right, David, great job. The Hawks on their way to the locker room earlier, hoping to send their... And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
So the net starting five. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then there's Griffin. And it's Irving in at the point guard. And for the Hawks, Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Solomon Hill. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Young. And it's Dunn in at the shooting guard position. KD against Hill. Griffin with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Here's Young. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Lots of speed and athleticism on the floor tonight, Brent. What do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if guys are going to play fast, Kevin, and guys are going to be up in the air, it's going to come down to very solid decision-making to see who it is that separates themselves in this one.
And honestly, that was a great effort defensively, but Harden just with that unique ability to get his shot off under any circumstances.
Now, here's Dunn. Bogdanovic with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe, GA, the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick-and-roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
And it's in there. Harden's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
And here's Young. It's Bogdanovic on the wing. Inside. And the dunk by Capella.
Well, Bogdanovic would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
Now Irving. And it's good, 2 points.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Bogdanovich following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Bogdanovich looking around. 6 to shoot. Lob pass to Capella. Can't hit that one. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. Pass to Harden, and stolen by Bogdanovich. Young, right side. Off target with the open look. Nets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Durant attacking, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
That's a big-time finish. KD dunking all over the defense.
1:43 left to play here in the first. And Bogdanovich kicks to Hill. Pass to Young. Rocket 6. Hill trying to break free. Young, no good.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Here's Fernando. Williams gets the bucket.
Although he's a little bit smaller, Lou Williams does not deter himself from getting inside and scoring over the top of the trees.
1:04 left to play in the first. Outside Irving. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. Here is Williams. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Dishes it to Hunter. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Good move for Hunter to get to the inside, and he just navigated the defense well.
Irving surveying the floor. Plays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 6.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Irving. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at the 5 down low. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation. Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions. to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. And that one's good, Irving.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
The Hawks trail by 4. Dunn looking over the floor. He feeds it to Bogdanovich, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. John Collins, he's checked in for Hill. Gallinari comes in for Bogdanovich. Kevin Huerter, he's the power on that throwdown.
Unreal.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
The putback, and Williams is right there.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. A 3-time Sixth Man of the Year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son 6 in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we can start to chisel out the Sixth Men of the Year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
The kick out to Williams. Huerter passes to Capella. Gallinari outside. Lets it go from deep. And it's Durant with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage play.
And then Durant with the jam.
I'll tell you, Durant's ability to handle the ball at his size, impossible to stop on the drive once he gets that step on you.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Hill, he's checked in for John Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for Gallinari. Dunn, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for Green. Young against Harden. And Young kicks to Hill. The Hawks working the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bogdanovich. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Bogdanovich has got his first points in this one.
When Bogdanovich drives, it's for a reason. He's made a good decision to knife inside.
The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Harden against Young. Dunn outside. Pass to Capella. The kick out to Hill. He dishes it to Young. Floats it up for Hill. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Nets leading by 8. Now here's Harden. He has 6. The feed to Jordan. Back to Harden. Young with the steal. Here's Dunn. Sinks the triple. Dunn's got 5 now.
And how about Dunn getting the ball in a great spot, making the deep attempt look too easy.
Harden outside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Clint Capella. The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw good from Harden.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
KD with the bucket.
Letting a guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable.
Got it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the 3rd quarter soon to...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. They showed a lot of improvement. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
They've got Hunter. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then it's Williams. And it's Fernando in at the center. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half.
Yeah, Kevin knows when he can score, so he waits, makes sure that somebody else doesn't have a better shot before he does that. Good play there.
Hunter, the pass to Williams. Makes it off the glass. 6 points for him.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Here's Okongwu. It's good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Irving dishes to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Outside Williams. Hunter with it. 6 on the shot clock. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And a missed layup.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Williams.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
To the middle. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Hunter. Lays it up off the glass. Hunter's got his second bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Harden scanning the floor. No good there. And Atlanta will come the other way. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance. I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
It's Durant on the wing. 10 points for him. On the wing, Irving. Here's Griffin. And the Nets miss again.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And Gallinari kicks to Hunter. The pass to Fernando. Basket counts. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
So clever. He finds different ways to probe inside, and Kyrie with a great finish.
Passes it to Capella. Hawks passing it around. Young up top, covered by Irving from 20 feet out. That shot is off. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. To the paint. It's tipped. Brown kicks to Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
You got to stay in front of Kyrie Irving at all times. Yeah, I said it here from the sidelines. Try doing it out there on the floor.
Pass to Young. Capella with it. Looking for Young. He gets it there. And he gets it to go. Young's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And again, Kyrie Irving. Irving's got 16.
It feels like he's taking nothing but shots he knows he's going to knock down. Kyrie playing sharp here.
And here's Young from the arc. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nets out. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Irving. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Brown, and it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. Irving. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
More and more, Kyrie Irving is showing off how much body control he has, especially when he drives into the interior of the D.
Williams passes to Gallinari. Out left to the wing. Hunter dishes to Okongwu. Down low. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Got to be aware of Hunter, especially when he gets up at the rim. That guy's got some size.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. To the inside. Here's Green. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Williams with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Out to Gallinari. He's looking for Williams and finds him. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
You know, the Gallinari nickname, Gallo, did you know that's Italian for rooster? Look it up. It's fact.
Young's checked in for the Hawks. The Nets also changing it up. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's Atlanta now. Clock is at 3. Here's Hunter. Here's Fernando. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Nets with the lead. The putback. It's good on the putback.
How about that? On the offensive glass, KD anticipating where the ball was going and then uses his length to track it down.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Young passes to Gallinari. And he makes good on the layup.
What focus from the big Italian forward out there. Gallinari is used to having to overcome a lot of physical defense.
Here's Irving. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Atlanta making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jeff Green.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Pass to Okongwu. He kicks it to Hunter. And the pass to Okongwu. The rebound by Harden. Nets leading by 3. High post, KD. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
The aggressiveness, the intelligence of Durant, able to put it on the floor and draw contact.
And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on it.
Dunn dishes to Gallinari. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Fernando, the pass to Dunn. Here's Okongwu. First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And that makes it a one-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
And he commits the intentional foul. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Hill comes in for Okongwu. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Gallinari. Lou Williams is subbed in for Hunter. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Hawks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Williams against Harden. Hill kicks to Bogdanovich. Williams looking over the floor. Shot clock at 6. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Wow, huge in a big moment there. Getting the ball to Lou Williams, not a bad idea.
Here's Harden. Rebound by the Hawks. Williams with the ball, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Here's Bogdanovich, and he banks in the layup. Now just a 1-point Brooklyn lead.
Now Bogdanovich gutsy with that one.
Done against Harden. Money!
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Passes it to Capella. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
And in a tight game like this, a technical can be a killer. And he made sure he took advantage of the opportunity there at the line.
Back to Williams. No good. That would have tied it.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
It's Harden with the drive. Jordan. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's Hill. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Well, Hill finding his way to the line does not back away from the contact on his way up.
That one drops. He ties it up.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. Outside Irving. Got it up in time. It's good! Buries the game-winning shot!
All zeros.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Alton, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew. They've got Okongwu. Hunter is out there with Lou Williams. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Gallinari in at the 3, the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center filling out the middle. Now, here's Hunter. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Here's the Hawks with the ball. Gallinari dishes to Capella. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Williams against Antetokounmpo. Count it.
Good recognition by Lou. Sees a crack in the defense, has the speed to exploit it.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power. He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is. And it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
And he can't hit the second. And Gallinari kicks to Williams. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Gallinari outside. Pass to Capella. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Good D by Lopez. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Antetokounmpo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Antetokounmpo's got 5 points so far. Now Williams. Here's Hunter. Kicks it to Gallinari. Just 5 to shoot. Williams passes to Hunter. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Because he's so good at shooting it and driving it, defenses overplay Lou, leaving other guys free.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 7 points in the game.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Hunter, the pass to Okongwu. He kicks it to Hunter. Feeds to Okongwu. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And it's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Here's Hunter. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. A different look for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Dunn. Softly drops in the floater.
Love that little floater by Chris Dunn. He's trying to make it a weapon.
Dunn against Holiday. And that one's good from Connaughton.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Snell. Here's Young. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Brook Lopez.
Let's look at Trae Young's shot chart. He goes inside more than people mention.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it. I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
Dunn covering. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
27 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Fernando. 15 seconds left in the first. Down low. And he jams it with authority. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Here is Forbes. He gets it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. A good close contest so far as we've... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
On the court for Atlanta, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Tony Snell is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Collins in at the 5, roaming the paint. And here's Young. To the wing on the left. Snell finds Collins. The shot from the low post is good.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Connaughton passes to DiVincenzo. Back to Connaughton. Collins comes over with the double team. Collins with some nice D.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Here's Williams. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Capella with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Outside Williams, 5 to shoot. Capella, great positioning on the putback.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Bucks trail by 3. Middleton outside. Bucks passing it around. Here's Giannis, and he uses the glass on the layup. Giannis has got 4 points now in the quarter. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Lopez with the steal. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Now here's Williams.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Giannis inside. No points there, only his 3rd miss in 10 attempts from the floor. Lob pass to Capella. Stolen by Middleton. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Williams finds Gallinari. Now, here's Okongwu. Antetokounmpo defending. On offense here, the Bucks. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Now here's Williams. He dishes it to Capella. Lets a floater go, and the layup is up and in.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Passes to Okongwu. For 3. It's hauled in by Giannis.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
Here's Okongwu. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Giannis left side. Middleton outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh! Oh!
He went
That was nice. So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 25 points. And that'll do it.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade All Fueled Up for the second half. On the court for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. A 12-point game. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game. And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass? The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Young. Here's Forbes. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
They get it back. The kick out to Young. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in. 6 points for Trae Young.
Unlike some great perimeter shooters, Trae Young is consistently probing for the best look.
Here's Forbes. And he banks in the layup. And the Bucks lead by 12.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The feed to Snell. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Dunn covering, and he converts the layup.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 12 points on that basket from Young.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Here's Forbes. Count that bucket. Forbes has got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks.
This is for any dedicated floor spacer. Once in a while, you have to test the defense inside. Forbes with a beautiful play.
A nice shot by Young.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That'll be his second foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Collins comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Bogdanovich in for Trae Young.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard says. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Holiday against Dunn. Holiday attacking. Here's Portis. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up. Maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You've got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
There's a minute 40 left to play in the third. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Jrue Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Chris Middleton. And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. Holiday trying to free himself up. And the turnover again by Atlanta. Bucks leading by 9. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Guarded by Hunter. The Bucks have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. The first one falls.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And both free throws good for Giannis. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Hunter dishes to Gallinari. On the wing, Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And it really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness. And it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
Williams passes to Okongwu. The kick out to Williams. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. The pass to Fernando. Here's Okongwu. Shoots from the line. And it's Gallinari missing. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Hey, keep the ball moving. Holiday showing good leadership, running the offense all the way through.
Williams looking over the floor. And nothing is falling for him right now. And Giannis pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Basket good.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
That will count. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court right now for the Hawks. Okongwu is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Williams at the 1 spot. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And he makes the first. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
I love how hard he's playing, really, since the break. All the defense can do at this point is foul him.
Young, good.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Here's Giannis, and he lays it straight in. Giannis has got 42 in the game.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to wheel his team to victory.
The kick out to Young. Offline with his 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Here's Young. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Done against Holiday. Young inside. Bucks leading by 19. Giannis high post. And the dunk by Giannis.
Man, that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Young up top. Antetokounmpo defending. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair.
in attacking with all that length. When Giannis drives, he's either scoring or at least getting the foul. Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And then for Atlanta, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. John Collins comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Chris Dunn. The Bucks making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta.
DeAndre Hunter, over 3 years at Virginia, was a very mature player, and he left with a championship under his belt.
No good from Connaughton.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system, or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Capella. Tony Snell comes in for Collins. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Gallinari. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Hunter.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. It's Young on the wing.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
.157 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Fernando. Back to Young. The Hawks working the ball around. 4 on the clock. Fernando, the pass to Young. No good from outside. Milwaukee leading by 16. Dunn covering. Left side Portis. Back to Forbes. Pass to Giannis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
The Hawks trail by 17.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Milwaukee.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
And 1:01 left to play in the final quarter. Count it, good.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Bucks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. .44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Young looking around. Just 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Giannis. It's Portis high post. The dish to Giannis. Morant, the pass to Forbes. Fires the 3. That shot missing. Here's Huerter. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Fluid athlete, good hops. If Huerter can continue to do that, watch out.
Here is Forbes. Kicks it out to Giannis. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope to be sharp on the court. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
So the Nets starting five. We've got Harden. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then there's Irving, and it's Jordan in at the 5. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And here we go, Brooklyn fast break.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities, make your teammates feel good. Nice.
Irving against Holiday. Middleton outside. We got a lot of talent in the front court tonight between these two teams, Doris. That's where a lot of the focus for us will be.
We will have an opportunity to see offense being run through the low post. So the interior defense is going to have to be strong. Will you send an extra defender? Where will that defender come from? There's a lot to play out here tonight, Kevin.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
And here's Brooklyn. Irving looking over the floor, uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Bucket is good.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
And here's Irving. Outside, KD. Back to Irving. The Nets working the ball around now. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Well, Lopez twice on the pipes. He has the length to do this every time on the defensive end.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Irving kicks to Durant. Fires from deep. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lopez outside. Lays it up off the glass.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Harden. That one, no good. Good D by Lopez. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Nets trail by 6. Inside. Kicks it out to Harden. Outside Irving. Here's Harden on the wing. Pass to Jordan. Over Middleton. And the Nets miss again. The Bucks have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. The wide open look here for Holiday. Misses the three.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Outside Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. 6 on the shot clock. And the three off target. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Nets. They trail by 6. Harden against Holiday. And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Middleton trying to break free. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Giannis has got 6.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now, here is Irving. He's covered closely. Green finds Irving. Here's Claxton, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
And that does it for the first quarter. Bucks ahead, up by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pulls it from 20. Tucker the pass to Portis. Here's Connaughton. Back to Portis. Tries again. Pass to Forbes. Here's Connaughton. They get the rebound. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Well, we played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter.
Kyrie Irving can be devastating in the pick and roll. The creativity and decision making simply outstanding.
Outside Holiday. And Tucker kicks to Connaughton. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Portis. Second chance shot. And it's good on the layup. Portis has got his second basket of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Irving attacking, and he comes up with the deuce.
They're just so smooth. Kyrie Irving identifying the opening and then letting it rip.
Holiday the pass to Forbes. And that one goes long.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Harris with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Irving can't hit. Bucks leading by 6. Here's Forbes. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Forbes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Irving passes to Claxton. Left side, Harris. The Bucks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Connaughton kicks to Holiday. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Outside Irving. Here's Green. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Here's Forbes. No good on the three. Nets trail by 7. 1:14 left in the first half of basketball. Harris passes to Irving. That's tipped.
Well, statistically not the most imposing shot blocker, but he gets every bit of that one, did Tucker.
Portis kicks it to Tucker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Brent Forbes.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Teague the pass to DiVincenzo. Launches it. That shot off the mark. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Right side, Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Teague the pass to Middleton. From downtown, Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Harden launches it from deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And a close. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Jumps up, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Now here's Harden. He's got 6, and there's the pass to Griffin. In the corner, Irving with it, trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. And that one drops.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Outside Irving. Outside Durant. Back to Irving. He gets it in there. And that's now 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. Trying to get open is Lopez. They grab their own miss. Outside Holiday. He's off on that one.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Harden can't hit.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Chalk up 2 there. Giannis has got 9.
And defensively, you hope you've accounted for everything. Then Giannis whips out the floater. Insane.
Outside Irving. Passes it to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. Middleton outside. Back to Holiday. Drops in the layup for 2. Holiday's got his second basket.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Pass to Jordan. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Griffin draws the double. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Harden. Lopez with the block. A steal. Claxton the pass to Harris. Kicks it to Griffin. 2 free throws coming up. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Now the dish to Forbes. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Nets trail by 7. Here's Griffin. Makes it off the glass. Griffin's got 5.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
1:16 left to play in the third. Harris draws the double. He kicks it to Griffin. Back to Harris. Now the pass to Claxton. The second chance effort doesn't go that time. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Now here's Tucker. He's guarded closely. From 18 feet away, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 7 points in the game.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
And here's Harris from the arc. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Green with the ball. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good on the triple.
One thing I love about Joe Harris, he has now become confident in catch-and-shoot situations. He wants to be assertive.
Here's Forbes. Milwaukee the rebound. And Tucker kicks to Forbes from deep three-point range. Rebound, Brooklyn. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. For 3, Harris. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Bucks. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. Green is out there with Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harris in a 2-guard.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Portis, the pass to Connaughton. And it's off from 3-point range. Nets trail by 4. Outside Irving. Outside Durant for the 3. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. The Bucks shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Holiday inside the line. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Durant in the corner. Up again. Offensive rebound. Jordan. And finally, that one's good.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
Here's Connaughton. Here's Holiday. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Jeff. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
2 shots. And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Just 5 to shoot. KD finds Jordan over Lopez. A shot by Jordan, no good. Milwaukee leading by 3. Antetokounmpo passes to Connaughton. Here's Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Such a wide open look.
And you have to be right up on Holiday. When you're not, he's ready to take those quick shots.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Harden surveying the D. Pass to KD. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Green. And Giannis throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. 1:57 left in the 4th. Now, here is Harden. He's guarded closely. Irving with a clean look. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Giannis dishes to Holiday. He feeds it to Lopez. Back to Holiday. Irving against Giannis. Outside Holiday. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Bucks. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in. Outside Irving. From deep Harden. It doesn't go for him. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Now the Bucks moving it up. Griffin with the steal. Pushing it up. Ahead. Now Irving. 54 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 6 to shoot. Irving double team. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Got it! And that shot brings them to within just one.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Antetokounmpo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on James Harden.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Bucks. Teague comes in for Drew Holiday. He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to one.
I think Kevin Durant, it's obvious how much passion and pride he takes in playing the game at the highest level. It is such an honor watching this guy work.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
DiVincenzo kicks the tee. Back to DiVincenzo. Giannis right side to the paint. Tries from 10. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Yes!
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Durant wide open. He fires. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You beat both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5. Home in the paint. And for Brooklyn, Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Griffin in at the small forward position. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Outside Durant from deep. Rebounded by Capella.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Collins. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Irving. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone. Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Now Young. After the missed 3 from KD. It's good.
You know, showing he's able to finish on the drive, I really enjoy watching Young take that initiative and capitalize.
Now, here is Harden. And oh, he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
The pass to Young. Capella with it. Back to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And stolen by Jordan. Let's keep it alive.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Harden the pass to Durant. Trying to get open is Irving. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
So for the Nets, Jeff Green is checked in for Durant. Harris comes in for Jordan. And it's Brown in for James Harden. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Tony Snell comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
The shot's good from Irving.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Williams passes to Okongwu. Williams with the ball. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And Green slams it in.
And that is a shot that Green knocks down consistently. The defense has to try harder to contest him from there.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Gallinari. It's Williams with the drive and stolen by Harris. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Right side Irving. Out to Harris. Lets it go with the three. Gallinari with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 4. To the middle. And Okongwu slams it in.
And don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Feeds it to Green. Here's Claxton. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Hawks have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here's Irving. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
And so it's Atlanta with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Irving following the basket by Trae Young. Irving looking over the floor. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Irving's got 6 points.
Boy, good luck trying to keep Irving down. I mean, he's more than happy to take the contact and finish right through it.
Bogdanovich finds Collins. Now Brown. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Inside, Irving. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Irving, excellent at converting with either hand. He's got a special talent for finishing in the lane.
Young outside, right wing, Hunter, no one around him. Off target with his 3.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Count the basket.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Irving against Young. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Clint Capella.
You know, I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Harden in for Brown. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Herter's checked in. Young, no good. Nets trail by 4. Young with the steal. And here's the fast break. Here's Hunter. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Now here's Harden. Jordan kicks to Irving. Harden the pass to Jordan. The drive by KD. And Capella sends it back.
Boy, the long arms of Capella on display there. When his energy matches his wingspan, he causes a lot of problems on defense.
Durant feeling it out a bit. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. 7-point differential. Stolen by Harden. Here's Griffin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Harris is checked in for the Nets.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's KD. No points in the game yet for him. Harris trying to get free. Durant, no good.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Here's Snell. Clock at 6. Back to Gallinari. Good on the 13-footer. Gallinari's got the lead up to 9 now for Atlanta.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Williams passes to Okongwu. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Harris kicks to Harden. Taken away by Williams. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Dunn, wide open, he fires. Off target from three-point range. Nets trail by 9. Durant at the elbow. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Left side Williams. And so it's Atlanta bringing the... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Trae Young was the story in the first quarter. He had 10 points and 1 steal. Let's hear. And
we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot.
One of the hardest and trickiest covers in the league. Harden, not just a superb scorer, but also an amazing passer, which really makes him really hard to guard.
Now, here is Young. He dishes it to Collins. Six on the shot clock, and the dunk by Capella.
The 6'10" Capella showing you some bounce on that alley-oop.
Nets trail by 7. Irving passes to Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
So it's the Hawks now, following the bucket by the Nets. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. That one good for 2.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here is Durant. Following the basket by Trae Young. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Young dishes to Bogdanovich. Passes it to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Outside Collins. Back to Bogdanovich. To the paint. Capella kicks to Young. Out to the right wing. Pass to Capella. Over Jordan. And it's Capella missing.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden. Often maligned for his lack of effort defensively. But quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Okongwu's shot is good.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Irving passes to Claxton. The layup missed. The Hawks leading by 5. Dunn right side. Outside Williams. He feeds it to Okongwu. Crafty move. The kick out to Williams. Fires the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Williams has got 9.
I don't know if anybody has a more relaxed shooting motion. Williams very efficient and easy with that stroke.
Irving up top. 12 points for him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Here's Gallinari. In the corner, Snell with it. Off target from outside. Nets trail by 6. The kick out to Brown. Down against Irving. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 14 points for him.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Now, here's Gallinari. On the wing, Williams. Dishes it to Snell. From outside the arc. The rebound by the Nets. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And it's done penetrating. He kicks to Okongwu. In the corner, Snell with it. Launches a 3. They get it again. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Now, here's Green. And we've reached the end of the third. Hawks on top, up 4. 2K. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Atlanta leading by 4. Brown out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Griffin. And it's Green in at the 4 slot. So that's the Nets 5. Back to Young. Jacks up a 3. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Harden inside the three-point line. No good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Young drives in. Misses from close range. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 4.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
And here's Young. The dish now to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. Hangs in the air. And Capella with the layup.
Well, Capella's tenacity is so impressive. I mean, he's got an unlimited abundance of energy when it comes to offensive rebound.
Harden against Young. And Capella sends it back. Fast break, the Hawks. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Here's Harden. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Young passes to Collins. Bogdanovich finds Collins.
Well, this is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Harden outside. They kick it out to Green. Outside Jordan. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
I love when Harden uses that great leaping ability to finish with power.
The Hawks leading by 4. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. There's the feed to Bogdanovich. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Harden against Young. Now, here is Harden. Defense right on him. And the jam by Harden.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Lob pass to Capella.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
A minute 42 left in the game. Making with it. And Harden with the stuff.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Kevin Durant's checked in for Green, and Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Atlanta.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
And Harden with the stuff.
Got to make anybody besides Harden shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. He embraces this stuff. It's right in his wheelhouse. Make somebody else shoot it.
Now Young. There's the pass to Huerter. Back to Young. Capella, high post. He's against Jordan. 5 to shoot. The kick out to Young. And a miss there on the triple. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Irving with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. The putback, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Jordan coming up big. His name is Cole, and he ups the ante and delivers.
Out to the right wing. To the left wing. Young with no one around. Offensive rebound. Capella off with the layup. Here is Harden. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. They break the hearts of every... All right, David.
Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in its small forward. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here is Young. And Bogdanovich kicks to Collins. Here's Capella. Banked in off the glass. Capella's got the first basket of the game for Atlanta.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Holiday against Young. Giannis passes to Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Now Young. Down low, taken away by Holiday. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Young after the basket by Milwaukee to the inside.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him. And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Holiday. And the rejection by Collins.
Good timing defensively. Collins just up there, the long arms, and quick off the deck.
And it's Hunter with the jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Brent, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their number 1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
Holiday gets the bucket. So it's the Hawks now. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Young passes to Capella. Over Lopez. Here's Young. Lopez with the block.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Well, that's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. Outside Collins. Bogdanovich dishes to Young. 6 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Capella. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. To the paint, here's DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Well, great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
Here's Collins on target from 13 feet. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Passes it to DiVincenzo. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
And the Bucks with possession here after the basket by Atlanta. Here's Holiday, and the layup falls.
This is how you ruin an opposing team's defense. Holiday runs inside and finds the easy shot there.
Young outside. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. The kick out to Holiday. Sinks the three-pointer. Holiday's got 7 points.
Yeah, Drew aggressive there, right? You could see committing to that shot, looking more than happy to rise up and fire.
Young taking his time here. Kicks it out to Collins. Taken away by Holiday. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Bucks ahead, up by 5. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then it's Williams. Then there's Dunn, and it's Herter in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Bucks leading by 5. Now here's Teague.
Great to see Jeff Teague get up for jams like that. Caught everyone by surprise.
Dunn with it. Dishes it to Williams. Gallinari up top. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
And Gallo knows how to finish through contact. Excellent touch from there from the big fella.
Here is Forbes. Dunn covering. Teague the pass to Tucker. Bucks passing it around. Here's Portis. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Nora. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Bucks. Leading by 5. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Young with the ball. Picked up by Teague. Here's Collins. The kick out to Young. That 3 off the mark.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to Capella. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Well, you want to lead by an example. Bogdanovich leading the way with the assist.
Bucks leading by 5. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Hawks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Lob pass to Capella. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Jeff Teague. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Here's Forbes. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Giannis comes in for Portis, and it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Now, here is Young. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Hunter. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Awesome concentration there. When Hunter's committed to scoring, he's hard to stop.
Holiday goes in. Antetokounmpo with the bucket. Giannis has got the lead up to 7 now for Milwaukee.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Young dishes to Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already. Well, the thing you think about with Bogdan Bogdanovic, besides his first name being in his last name, is potential. A young, raw prospect with plenty of upside.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for Collins. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Williams in for Young.
No hesitation from Teague. Saw a seam and took it, finding a way to nail the shot.
Williams passes to Gallinari. Down low, Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Here's Teague. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Teague's got 8 points.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Out to Gallinari. Inside, over in the corner, Williams. From outside, off the mark. Now here comes Teague, leading the break. Finished off the break. Teague's got 10 points in the quarter.
And once again, Jeff Teague getting space in transition can result in plays like that. That's going to hurt.
Here's Williams. Over Teague. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped out at... And...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's Collins. Pass to Hunter from past the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's Dunn after the basket by Milwaukee. Lock at 6. Lob pass to Capella. Lopez with the steal. And stolen by Dunn. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Rebounded by the Bucks.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
The Hawks trail by 11. Here's Hunter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Hunter's got 6.
Every basket from this kind of range is going to help Hunter's perimeter game. Doesn't worry about the defense.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Collins. Tips it up, and Antetokounmpo on the follow. Giannis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And Young kicks to Dunn. Back to Young. Free throw line jump shot. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
So it's Atlanta now, following the bucket by the Bucks. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Dunn, he's checked in for Tony Snell. The Bucks also with the sub. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Here's Connaughton. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Middleton for 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And it's Williams with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. And Middleton with the block.
Well, the long arms of Middleton getting up there on defense and throwing that one away.
And stolen by Okongwu. Tipped away. And the Hawks can't hang on to the ball. Milwaukee leading by 15. The pass to Portis. He dishes it to Tucker. Back to Portis. The kick out to T. Passes to Nwora. And Dunn over to help. Bucks passing it around. 5 on the clock. Here's Portis. And the call on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Here's Milwaukee now. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Teague dishes to Forbes. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Bogdanovich comes in for Dunn. Williams passes to Gallinari. The dish to Capella, out to Gallinari. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Jump ball. Milwaukee with the ball. Bucks leading by 17. Here's Forbes. Somehow misses the one-handed flush. And here comes the break. Here's Herter. The shot's good.
Yeah, Herter at 6'7", able to get in there and get after the offensive rebound.
And so it's Milwaukee riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their ability. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Williams. Gallinari is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Herter in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Williams inside, guarded by Holiday. Capella, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And a great display of physicality from Capella. He's not one to shy away from contact.
Atlanta making some changes. Collins checked in for Gallinari. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Kevin Herter. Young is subbed in for Williams. The Bucks also changing it up. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Portis. And Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
It just keeps coming at you. Giannis has so much energy, and when he's this aggressive, he is just a dynamite offensive player.
Collins kicks to Bogdanovich. Dishes to Young. Bogdanovich against DiVincenzo. Bogdanovich, no luck.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Middleton for three. Kept alive. Pass to DiVincenzo. Puts up a three. Middleton the pass to Holiday. And Middleton now atop the key. Offensive rebound, Bucks.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Now the Bucks moving it up. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Holiday dishes to Middleton. Giannis right side. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Bogdanovich passes to Collins. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. Atlanta making a switch here. Snell's checked in. Holiday against Young. Feeds to Capella. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Young dishes to Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Young. Over Holiday. Young, no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And the rejection by Collins. And he's able to get it back. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Lobbed up there for Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Bogdanovich. Capella inside. Lopez is there. Pass to Young. To the middle. Here's Capella. Lopez with the block. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, defended by Young. Antetokounmpo kicks to Lopez. Young with the steal.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Bucks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Look, they've earned this victory tonight. Tough to dominate the way they did.
Now, these nights last a long time when you just go out there and you outwork your opponent. You know that that's going to pay dividends. Tonight it's going to come in a win.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. There's 49 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Gallinari against Lopez. They need this one. And Gallinari puts it in.
Respecting the effort from Gallo there. Works his way near the rim, and no one stops him from doing this thing there.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Cuts off the pass. And oh, here we go. Gallinari heading to the hoop. And Gallinari throws it down.
How about the instincts by Herter right there, making a difference on that end?
Here's Nwora. The three. Drills it from outside. And the Bucks lead by 17.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.